Shellfish actively open their shells while feeding and breathing, drawing water currents into their bodies to filter out food, particles, and oxygen. This process typically occurs when the shell feels secure and free from external stimuli. When exposed to light, temperature changes, or external, shellfish may briefly close their shells for protection, reopening them once the stimulus subsides or the environment becomes safe again. They say my shell remains tightly closed, yet opening it will bring ruin. But I'm merely an obscure shell, perhaps an ornament, perhaps a shellfish unaware it is a shellfish. From time to distant, I cannot recall. These memories seem to have always been mine. In the dark deeps of the sea, seaweed wrapped itself tightly around me. I tried to escape, but the surging waves kept knocking me off balance. Eventually, I fell into a tangled forest of seaweed. As the waves gradually pushed me ashore, just when I thought I'd finally escaped the icy ocean, I saw wolf red eyes and spider webs. I felt as though I were wrapped in a web, with the wolf's eyes fixed intently on me from below. I searched for that ray of hope. My gods declared I was their promise. They vowed to protect me no matter what, for they had created me. But the mortal realm, this material world, made it impossible for the gods to find me in my confusion. My pearl became covered in scratches, and from that day on, I no longer relied on my gods. I chose to shut my shell tightly closed. I sprinkled gold dust on my shell and painted with beautiful colors. Now, whenever other creatures see me, they think my shell, covered in gold dust, is stunningly beautiful and dazzling. My gods finally found me through the dazzling light. But I began to wonder, did I still need the gods? My gods gazed at me with joy. I was their most beautiful work of art. They happily announced to every planet in the universe that they had created this perfect masterpiece. When the gods reached out to touch my shell, covered in gold dust and vibrant colors, it began to rot. I recoiled in terror, and the next instant, I suddenly awoke. My shell had remained perfectly intact all along. I hurriedly lifted my head to apologize to the gods, but my words of apology were sealed within the pearl inside my shell. My gods were furious. I'm the one you should trust the most. Their thunderous roar echoed in my ears, a tidal wave of rage surged, drawing memories once covered by icy seawater. Instantly, I felt my shell shatter. The pearl crashed into dust, cast back into the bottomless, dark, freezing ocean. I picked up the shattered shell, glued it back together, repainted it, and sprinkled it with gold dust. This time, I fled, wanting to escape the icy sea and the gods who created me. But I knew I couldn't leave the water, for I grew within it. My gods, I love them. I hate myself for running away when touched by their power, yet their strength is overwhelming. Every movement they make stirs up those days I spent trapped in tangles of seaweed and seawater, yearning for light.